2 weeks ago, we went over the Realeflow and the team platform from the standpoint of getting listings. Okay. Obviously, listings is where it's at. So, for those of you who are relatively new, you definitely want to work with buyers too. I've known agents over the years who refuse to work with buyers. That's like saying no to half your income. Okay. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. It's just a mathematical certainty, right? The point is, the way the new NAR rules are, you have to separate yourself from the herd. Okay. I've seen so many comments on social media lately. What do I do? I don't know what to do. I got the same tools as the guy down the street. How am I possibly going to set myself apart from the crowd? That's them. Okay. If you're here, you have the team platform, number one, and you have the Realeflow platform, number two. And when you use the two together, it not only allows you to get listings, it empowers you to get listings, but more importantly, right now with the buyers, when you meet with a buyer, take your laptop, show them Realeflow, show them how you can find on and off market deals. Okay. Show them the Hammertown repair estimator. That's the tool that all the contractors use. You can't get any better than that. Show them that. What do buyers want to know? How much is it going to cost to remodel this house when I get in there? New bathroom, new carpeting, whatever. Show them. Okay. Assumable mortgages. So those of you on a team, remember we looked at that program the guy had in Northern Virginia, Assume List. Remember that Assume List? $1,500 a month. Here we can find assumable mortgages right at our fingertips. We don't have to spend $1,500 a month. It's already in the system. So that's just we're going to cover at a minimum those three things tonight. And also, I know I spoke to Karen earlier. Um, she's got a very unique opportunity right now, guys. And we were discussing. I just said, Karen, can you please come to class tonight so we can demonstrate how powerful this is with what Karen has in front of her, a potential client, or actually a client. He sent her identification and everything. So that's a client, right? Who's looking to buy certain types of properties and he's looking for certain rents. We can find that out from using the platform. Okay. So also Christian has been, he's had to pause using the letter because of the volume of calls that he has backed up, right? And so, in any case, we're gonna go over these things. It's going to be a packed class, but for everybody that's relatively new, or everybody actually, if you could please open up a browser session and open up the Realeflow account that you have. Okay, if you don't have an account yet, don't worry. Just don't stop hesitating because you're missing out. All right, I'm being coached here tonight. Get the platform so you can use these classes to your advantage. We don't just teach and teach and teach. You know, these are working sessions, right? So you're going to get actual stuff done. Okay. So open up your account. And also if you can open up the team platform to the team dashboard. Okay. That will be awesome. And by the way, Deb Warner is also on tonight. And she just taught a class for us a little over a month ago, just about exactly a month ago, but it was awesome. So we can pick her brain. She's been using the letter, and I think, and Deb, you just got, is it two listings? Is it this month? The listings were they wanted to list, or was I can't remember exactly when that was. You're muted, Deb.
They're probably going to list after the election. You know, for some reason, people think
Yeah.
the world is going to change, but I don't see that.
Well, the problem is people hesitate because of uncertainty.
Yeah, yeah.
And what do smart people do when there's uncertainty in the world?
Take
You
advantage.
step up. Yeah, you get out there and take advantage of it. So, in any case, I'm going to go ahead and get started here because I want to make sure we respect everybody's time, and also Deb and Karen and Christian. Um, I want to let them have the microphone a little bit. So first things first, let me go ahead and we use the chat box. If you do use the QA panel, Michael McGran, can you promote me to panelist, please? Eric, if you could promote Michael McGran, that would be great. And everybody that's still in the attendee panel, when Eric promotes you to panelist, again, I'll just say this one last time. Please let yourself be a panelist. It doesn't mean you're going to be on a panel. It just means you can use all the tools we have. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to communicate with the whole crowd. And I've got to, type things in twice and so forth. So, in any case, if you could do that, that would be really awesome. So let me share my screen. Okay. And I'm just going to show you a few things in Realeflow. Okay. So this is the Realeflow system. This is the home screen you get to when you first log in. Okay. Now, just as a quick reminder, if you scroll down and click on knowledge base, there's a great panel of videos, written material that you can get very short and sweet on getting started. Okay. Like right here, call number 2, lead generation. And that analyze using the analysis tools like Hammerpoint. There you go, Hammerpoint Repair Estimator. Marketing, leads, everything you need is in there, okay, to get started on the learning process. But also, what's really cool, if you scroll down here, see that 855 number? Once you're in the game and you're creating files, you're communicating with people, and you really want to take the next level, call that number. They'll set you up with another free half hour with a Realeflow consultant to help you get whatever it is you're trying to do up and running. Wait, I'm going to help you. Coming to class is going to help you. So, my goal is to get you started, to get you up and running. So now, for tonight's class, I'm going to click on lead pipes right there, and I'm going to click on property leads right here. Okay, and this is how we search. Now they're always trying to get us to try new gadgets. So I'm going to click off on that. So, Karen, can I use you first for a guinea pig? If we can take what
Yes.
you were presenting with today and use
Yes.
this exercise to help you, but also show everybody else. Does that sound cool?
Yes, that's
Okay.
fine. So,
So go ahead and tell everybody how this came about, briefly, and then what your request is from the client.
okay. So a few days ago, I had a text from an individual, and he was interested in looking for investment properties here in Pittsburgh. Um, so of course, I answered. I usually will answer, but I'm typically a little bit um, a little bit not quite so sure, who I'm talking to. So I'm not, I don't know who I'm dealing with. But anyway, so I did respond, and he was talking about he said that he was looking for properties in the $1.5 million range. He wanted to purchase 3 or 4 of those properties. He wanted new construction. And, when you're talking that kind of money, it's kind of like, this could be a scam, whatever, because Pittsburgh properties, those are going to be, on the higher end. So anyway, I wasn't quite so sure. Anyway, we started talking, and he told me about his whole life story pretty much, and his child, and he sent me a picture of he and his little girl, and I mean, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we talked all weekend long. We texted back and forth, and I said to him, I said, I was a little unsure as to whether or not, this was a scam. And so right away, he sent me his state ID, his driver's license from New York. But he told me his hobbies, and his hobbies are yachting and and all the normal types of hobbies of the wealthy. Anyway, golfing and blah blah blah. So, but anyway, he would like to purchase several new construction homes, and he's looking really more for asset appreciation. I asked him that question, are you looking at cash flow or asset appreciation? And he's looking more at asset appreciation. So anyway,
In Allegheny County, so like if I start there, is that a good starting place?
no, not necessarily, just in the Pittsburgh area. As a matter of fact, I'm starting where I live, and that's in Peters Township. So
So but I'm gonna do the county level because that way
but
we'll catch.
well,
So Washington
I'm
County.
doing Allegheny and Washington County is where I
Okay.
started. So that's what I did.
You guys, you can type in multiple counties, multiple zip codes, and it doesn't matter where you are anywhere in the country. Okay. So I'm going to do Allegheny and Washington County. Now we're going to have probably 750,000 or a little over 500,000 properties, 526,735.
No,
So
yeah, until you start putting in the over $1 million price
yeah,
and new
here's how
properties.
we're going to do that. If you look in the primary criteria, you don't have price range. But if you click on filters, this is the thing I want you guys to remember.
Right,
Click on filters,
right,
and it gives you a whole other set of criteria. And look at that right there, property values.
right.
So let's say 1 million.
He's looking basically around $1.5 million for each property, but I'm looking at anything over $1 million for him. So, the 1 to 1.7 is kind of the range that I'm looking at.
Okay. All right. I was going to put 2 million, but that's okay. 1,700,000. All right. So that's the price range. Now let's go ahead before we do any other. Oh, down here, something else.
He's
I'm
looking
going to,
for a minimum of 4 to 5 bedrooms
yep. And I'm
and
going to
pretty
focus.
much the same number of baths. He
Yep.
preferred a swimming pool, but I had suggested to him that he not make that a requirement because Pittsburgh's a little odd. And
Yep.
in the Pittsburgh market, unless you are a transplant, which I am, I love pools. This is the first home I've owned without a pool. But there's a lot of Pittsburghers that are not pool friend. They just don't care about pools.
Right. Hey, Karen. So I just eliminated everything but single family.
Yeah.
And bedrooms you said was minimum 5 bedroom. Is that right?
4 to 5, 4 to 5.
Let's just put 4.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's going to
You
search
have
some
to have
more.
at least 3 to 4 baths.
Yep. Now it's down to 4854. So let's go bathrooms. Let's do
4. Well,
4.
it could be because it could be half baths too. So, what do you want to
That's
put?
okay.
Yeah.
But here's what I want to do down here now. So year built. We want to see if we can focus on brand new properties.
Yes.
So owner information, years of ownership, et cetera, et cetera. Yep. Loan to value, mortgage type. Okay. So let's look and see. Adjusted rate, balloon, fixed rate, multiple loan amounts, others. Step interest rate, variable rate, all inclusive trust deed. Just go over here to loan type. So probably this is going to be, sorry, my eyes are getting bad here. Let me uncheck balloon. Hang on one second. So construction loan, that's what I'm looking for.
Yep, it's right there.
So we know if there's a construction loan involved, that it's new construction.
Right.
Okay. Now look at this. We hit the magic number 40. What we're looking for, guys, is a file between 20 and 50. Okay. 20 and 50. So we know the properties now. And we're going to also then know the builders. Okay. So if I go up here, it's, 40 properties. Let's just pick on one of these. Timberline Drive. Okay. And by the way, you can use a polygon. Well, we have to go back. Sorry. When you have your list of properties, click this circle with the square in it with the 4 dots, 1 dot on each corner. That's how you draw a polygon, which means you can draw a circle or a square or a triangle or any shape you want around any area. Okay. Now back here. So the property's 370 Timberline Drive, 5 bedroom, 4.5 bath. This is the first property, 4146 square feet. And I mean, obviously it looks like a nice area. Look at the size of those lots. Retail value, 1.267. Rental value. Here's what's really important, guys. So the discussion that Karen and I were having, She knows her area. She knows this guy's probably going to have more success looking for something in the $700,000 range. And I agree with her. However, always give the client what they ask for first. Give him the data that he's asking for. Don't ever try to talk him into something else right away. Later on, you'll have the option to do that, and you'll have earned the right to do that. So always give them what they want first. Okay, and here's why this is important. We have the actual rental range from the area. Okay, and it's using the HUD. Forget the website. We have the website on our team's website, by the way, the one you need to get rents on any area in the country. This is where this comes from. Okay, so Karen can show this guy, here's the average rents for this price range. Then she could do another search later on in a 700 to 999 range and give him the rents for those values and let him see side by side a comparison that's 700 to a million and a million to 1.7 million, the price and the rents, and therefore the ratio, right? Now we know this guy's looking for capital appreciation and preservation of capital. Cash flow is actually secondary to him. So remember this. This is another thing to write down. Not every investor is looking for cash flow primarily. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Usually when people buy really expensive properties, it's because they're looking to preserve capital and to take advantage of asset appreciation over time. That's more important to them than cash flow because they know they can sell the place 5 years later and make a lot more money. And if you make 25% on $1 million property, that's $250,000. That's hard to make $250,000 in 5 years in rents, net profit, by the way, in rents on one property. Okay, so just keep those things in mind. These things will become more instinctive to you as you gain more experience. So in any case, I mean, there's all kinds of information here. I just don't want to go through all of it right now. We already know everything we know. We know they got a construction loan. We know who they got it from, Main Street Bank. We know when they took it out. We know the interest rate, 2.8% is variable rate. And one thing I know about this kind of a loan, it's likely assumable. Okay. Variable rate mortgages are often assumable. Okay. So can you guys, let's just take a quick pause here. Can you guys see how this can be used to achieve what Karen's looking to achieve? Just